Hi, I'm Jen Carson, Library Director at the L.P. Fisher Public Library in Woodstock and a certified yoga teacher. Today, I'm in the library in Edmundston and we're going to do some chair yoga together. If you've never done any yoga before, that's okay. All you need is a chair and some comfortable clothes. And we're just first going to sit with our hands on our lap and take some nice breaths down in the belly. You can even put one hand on your stomach if you'd like. And if you want, you can close your eyes. And we're just going to drop our breath down into the belly. Inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, your belly is going to go out a little bit. And as you exhale, your belly will come in. Inhale, belly goes out. And exhale, belly comes in. As we drop our breath down into the lower lobes of our lungs, it signals that it's time to rest and digest, and it turns off our fight or flight mechanism. It helps us calm down. So we'll take a few more nice deep breaths down in the belly. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. You have 5 lobes in your lungs, 2 on the left side to make room for your heart, and 3 on the right side. And we want to make sure we're breathing in all the lobes of the lungs. So when you take a nice big inhale, see if you can really fill up your lungs. And then maybe hold it for a sec, and then let it go. And again, nice big inhale. Hold it and let it go. And one more time, nice big inhale. Hold it at the top. Maybe one more little sip of air. And let it go. And then just come back to your regular belly breathing. Nice, slow inhales and exhales. You can continue to breathe like this. In a moment, I'm going to ring a bell. I just don't want to startle you, so I'm letting you know there's a bell coming. And when the bell rings, we'll gently open our eyes. But you can just keep breathing down into your belly, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. The chin is tucked and the back of the neck is long. So we'll slowly open our eyes. Take a moment to just feel your feet planted on the floor, your hands planted in your lap. Notice your surroundings. Just ground yourself in this space before we begin the movement part of our practice. So we're going to take our shoulders and we're going to take them right up by our ears. Squeeze, 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 and then drop. And then take them up again, squeeze, 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 and drop. And one more time, squeeze, 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 and drop. And then we're going to start by just rolling the shoulders gently backwards. Just opening up the chest muscles here. And just do what feels good for your shoulders. So if it hurts, you don't have to do it. We're going to be gentle, patient, and persistent with ourselves. If you'd like to add a little bit of arm movement at the same time, take your arms out to the side with your fingers pointing up, and we're going to start by just doing gentle little circles backwards. Getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Just rotating and opening up that shoulder girdle. Your arms might get tired because this is hard work. And then we'll take a second and shake that out. And now we're going to go forward. So take your fingers out to the side. Fingers face down this time, and we'll roll our circles forward. Getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Good, and release. All right, let's work out our neck. So we're gonna turn from one side to the other side, back and forth, nice and slow, and not looking too far behind us. Just getting some mobility here in the neck. And then come back to center, and we're gonna nod the chin back and forth, up and down. Again, not going too far, just to the point where your neck feels it's okay. And then we're going to take our neck in little gentle circles. So it's like you're just circling your nose around a softball. And then go in the other direction. If you feel yourself getting dizzy, you can close your eyes. Good, come back to center. If you're a little dizzy, just take a second. And then we're gonna reach up with our right hand and bring it over our head to our left ear. And then you're just gonna gently pull that left ear away from the left shoulder. And you can kind of play with what direction your nose points. That will change how it feels in your neck. See if you can find a good spot. And when you find the spot that feels like you're getting a nice deep stretch, maybe you just pull it just a little bit more, but not too hard. And we want to drop that left shoulder away. For some people, they might even like sending their arm away and bringing their fingers towards them. But for other people, that will make their fingers go numb. So you do what works for you. Nice big breaths down in the belly. Don't hold your breath. Good, and let's come back up. So we always try to hold yoga poses for like at least 5 breaths because that allows the slow and fast twitch muscle to relax a little bit. And if you hold it even longer, then you'll actually get into your fascia, your connective tissue. So you can always pause the video and hold the stretches a little bit longer if you'd like. So we're going to reach up with our left hand and find our right ear and just gently pull our right ear away from our right shoulder. You can play with where you're nodding your chin just to see where the good spot it feels. And it's different for everybody's neck. Where you get a nice stretch, but it shouldn't hurt. No sharp shooting pain. And then we're going to send that right arm away from us if it feels okay for you. If it doesn't feel okay, you don't have to do it. And nice big breaths down in the belly. Relax your jaw. Good, and release. All right, let's bring our hands up in front of us and bring your fingertips towards you. And then you're going to send them away. And bring them up and down and up and down and up and down and up. And now we're going to rotate out. So again, just be careful of the shoulders. We're just rotating the shoulder girdle here. So if you have a rotator cuff injury, just be careful. And then we'll come back to center. We're going to flick our fingers. You can feel all those little tendons in your arms working. Flick, flick, flick. Maybe you're like flicking glitter at somebody or flicking water at somebody. Flick, 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 flick. I know it's hard. Keep going. Good, and rest. Okay, now we're going to take our thumb and our ring finger together, and we're going to do some circles for the wrists. And then go in the other direction. And then we're going to flick our wrists back and forth. That's for these guys. Flick, flick, flick. Don't worry if they jiggle, they're supposed to. Good, and shake that all out. All right, so we've done our neck and our head, and we've done our wrists and our shoulders. So now let's move down our body, and we're gonna get into our glutes and our quads. So you're gonna take your right foot across your left knee like this. And if that's hard for you, you can always put like a pillow there. Just get it to a place that's pretty comfortable. And so your knee might be like up here, up a little bit higher than mine, and that's okay. Like I have good hip mobility, so my hip opens quite a lot. And so my knee's down here, but yours might not be like that. It might be up like this, and that's totally fine. So this is called a figure 4 stretch. And so we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we wanna bring our chest down towards our knee. Now don't worry, you don't have to put your chest on your knee. We're just bringing ourselves forward. And as you do that, you're gonna start feeling a stretch back here. And that's what we want. So notice how my back is nice and straight. So I'm not hunching over. It's like I'm leading from the heart and I'm bringing my chest forward. And for some of you with more flexibility, you might be like way down here, and that's okay too. And some of you might be up here. It doesn't matter. It's whatever works for your body. Just keep the back nice and straight and the chin tucked. I'm looking up so I can look at you, but you're just going to keep your chin tucked so the back of your neck is nice and long so you don't hurt your neck. Good, and then let's bring that back up. And now we can just do some nice ankle rotations while we're here. So you can just rotate your foot in one direction and rotate your foot in the other direction. Now, we're gonna do something that's a little bit more advanced. So if this is hard for you, you don't have to do it. You can just skip this part. So what you can do is you can take your right foot and put it in your left hand and just pick it up and see how that feels. And then if you have the flexibility, you're gonna wrap your right arm around your left leg. If you have even more flexibility, you can actually tuck that foot right into the elbow crease. But don't worry if you can't. You're still a good person. And we're just gonna rock that hip out. And so yours might look like this, or it might look like this, or it might look like this, and it doesn't matter. We're just rocking out the hip. Like rocking a cranky baby. Good, and then we're gonna lower that down and we'll do the other side. So you're gonna pick your left foot up and put it across to your right knee. And again, your knee might be up here or it might be down here, it doesn't matter. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, take a nice big inhale, and then we're gonna bring that chest forward, keeping a nice straight back. And it doesn't matter how low you go. What matters is that we're just leaning forward and getting a nice stretch in our glute on the left side this time. And keep your chin tucked in the back of your neck long. I can't see you, but I'm sure you're doing great. Nice big breaths down in the belly. And inhale, come back up. And just like last time, we'll do a few little rotations for the ankle here. And the other direction. And then we're going to pick up that left foot in the right hand and then hold on to the knee with the left hand, or wrap it in the elbow, wrap it in the elbow. Your choice. We're just going to rock that hip out. So remember, you can do it here, you can do it here, you can do it here. As long as you're getting that rocking motion, you're doing it right. And breathe. All right, and we'll bring that back down. We're not quite done with the feet yet. So we're going to sit on the edges of our chair, and you're going to lift one foot up, and we're just going to do some dorsal flexion and plantar flexion, just to stretch out those toes and the feet. And then switch to the other side. Dorsal flexion, plantar flexion. And then if you have the kind of chair that you can tuck your feet under you, if you do this, oh, it's a really good stretch for the top of the feet. Yeah, it's not everybody's favorite pose, but it's really good for your feet. Remember, we're trying to hold it for 5 breaths, even if it's uncomfortable, as long as it doesn't hurt. Good. And then we're going to take our toes and curl our toes and bring our heels up. So this is for the plantar fascia on the bottom of the feet. The other one was for dorsal on the top of the feet. Good. Okay, so we've done almost the whole body, but we haven't done our spine yet. So we're going to do our 6 essential movements of the spine. So we want to move our spine in 6 different ways every day to make sure that our spinal dura, the sheath that's in our spinal column, stays well lubricated and gets lots of movement. So we're going to turn from side to side, we're going to lean from side to side, and we're going to lean back and forth. So if you have some back problems, just be careful and take your time, okay? So if it's okay with your arms, you're going to lift your arms overhead, and I like to make like a little Charlie's Angels gun. You can do whatever you want with your hands. And then we're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, turn towards the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean towards the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lean towards the left. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, look up at the sky. Inhale, back up. And now we're going to lean all the way forward. Hopefully you don't have a table you're going to hit your head on. You can just hang everything loosey-goosey. Just let it all go. Let your head hang nice and loose. And nice big breaths down in the belly. And then we're going to slowly roll ourselves back up like a robot rebooting. Roll back up. And then we're going to roll the shoulders back. And we're all done. So let's just finish by sitting back in the same position as when we started. We can close our eyes. Take a few nice cleansing breaths. I'll ring the bell. I don't want to startle you. And then we'll bring our hands to heart center and we'll say namaste, which just means my soul salutes your soul, or all the good in me says hello to all the good in you. Namaste. Have a great day.